Welcome back to another wonderful, exciting episode of DadDimes. This is DadDimes Season 2, Episode 3. We finally was able to save enough money through our tips and stars on Facebook to be able to afford our next guest. We've been trying to get him since January, and he just keeps kind of... I gotta do this. I gotta do this. Come to find out, it was because we didn't have enough followers yet. So now we do.
Made it.
Thank you, Aron. It's a pleasure to have you here today. Thank you for being on.
Thanks very much, guys. Yeah, I have pretty high standards, so I'm sorry it took me so long.
I know.
Well, I mean, you have to have enough people seeing your face, hearing your voice for you to be like, it's worth my time.
That's right. My ego is pretty high.
I mean, look at that beautiful beard. I mean, I could have mattered. I could respect a man with a beard.
DJ puts nothing in comparison to your beard.
I mean, this is a week of growing. You know? So I actually grow a beard to hide my double chin. So
but it works.
We all have a reason.
Triple chin. But yeah. In addition to being able to finally afford Aron, in our contract, he decided, hey, we need to bring out the big guns. Yeah. We have a very exciting bottle.
This is hard to get.
Hard to get. Yeah. Most collectors keep it on their shelves without drinking it.
They definitely do not bring it out for drinking buddies. Yeah. They don't do it.
We are not those guys. We
drinking buddies.
Drinking buddies on the back of the coaster for sure. Which Aron will get at some point. I don't know if
you probably could take that one. Yeah, and then I'll make some more.
I'm excited. It's a cool looking coaster you guys do.
We have the old Rip Van Winkle 10-year.
Yep.
Pappy, as he likes to be called.
Pappy's here tonight.
This is a 10-year, 107 proof or 53.5% alcohol by volume, which means it's going to be delicious.
Buffalo Trace product.
Buffalo Trace product.
Which is, what, we got the Colonel, we got the Blantons, we got the Pappy. I mean,
you can't go wrong. Yeah, Buffalo Trace.
They're taking care of us. TikTok's going crazy already because this is what happens. All of a sudden, they're like, "Oh, Pappy Van Winkle! Everyone's coming out to watch this drink." Yeah.
Oh yeah,
they're not coming out to watch. They're like, "Where was my invite?"
Well,
you know those videos that are going crazy with the kids unpackage the toys and play with them, and all these kids just want to watch that. That's like this for adults.
It's like this, yeah.
It is this for adults.
I shouldn't have did the seal yet. Yeah. I should have made it a thing.
Yeah, because now they don't know. They don't know if this is really Pappy if you just fill it with something else.
I'm telling you, according to the wallet, that's Pappy. And this was, again, a very lucky find from our friends over at Cherrywood Liquor, 136 Colorado Boulevard. They have taken care of us from almost day one, if not really close to day one.
Pretty close, yeah.
And, this was hey, can you find it? And I said,
I think we started talking to them episode 1. And then by episode 3, it was already... Hey, we got this. Yeah. And so they've been taking care of us, so we want to take care of them. If you're up in the Thornton area, please stop by. Cherrywood Liquors, 136 in Colorado.
Yeah. Shop local.
I'm not going to promise they have Pappy.
I was going to say, I've never been able to find this. So if your end game was you wanted a bottle of Pappy, and so you had to create a podcast to get it, then
that's what we had to do.
It worked. So after this episode, we are done. No.
We're done. We made it.
But yeah, I'm excited. Justin, you've had this before.
I had it with Aron one time, and there was one other gentleman. Actually, we're going to go into this.
I was going to ask you to tell that story.
We're going to tell the story. So,
I feel like we should be drinking it before you tell that story.
I agree.
Okay, well, I got John Murray on here. I'm going to throw this out there. It's going to be a shout out to John. Welcome back. USS Eisenhower just docked. He was on there for... you're going to comment. Please comment how many months that he just got back.
Welcome back, John.
Houthi rebels. Right?
Taking out terrorists.
Yep.
Not only do I want to thank John for his services.
Came close.
Really?
Did they? I thought they took some damage.
We'll see if he says.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it
John
came close.
saved him.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. John looked at the missile, and it's like, not today. It was like Chuck Norris.
Yeah.
Hit the water.
I not only want to thank John for his services, but I also want to thank John for all the discounts he provides me at certain local lumber places.
There's certain locations that have military discounts
there you go.
On projects.
9 months, and there was I must assume that's a close shop.
Yeah. No, he'll say cloths because one year I was going to get him a dictionary and failed to do so, and this is where we landed.
9 months. Wow.
Well, it's never too late.
But welcome back, and God, he wanted to go on a boat ride. He had one.
That's right.
Eisenhower. Which, by the way, they're going to retire. Well, they're slated to retire coming up in the next few years. It's hit its plus 20-year lifespan. So once the Powerball hits, we're buying it, and that's what we're going to live on.
Oh yeah,
we got the Eisenhower.
Yeah, we're just going to own it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nuclear generated, right? Nuclear.
It is.
I don't need fuel.
Yeah.
Right? Gas prices are outrageous.
You need an engineer to be able to run that.
For about another year.
And then it's not going to...
Yeah,
we're going to row.
Yeah.
Crack open Pappy. Let's do it.
all right.
It's that time. So there's a couple things we do, and it's in line.
That made no sound.
Wait,
Cork gets to 0.
is that...
Do it again.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
No.
There you go.
Operator error.
We'll pour.
You start with the taster glass.
We go with the sniff.
Yep.
Right? We got
Again?
Beautiful.
Too much?
it's Pappy night. Who cares? Close. Yeah. Brandon. One of the Brandons is watching. Welcome, Brandon. Appreciate
Brandon,
you.
thank you.
Oh, hang on. What are you doing? Ha!
I know.
Save it.
I'm about to lick the screen.
God. let Pappy hit the ground. Who does that?
It hit the metal, or this thing.
Pappy night, man. This is what we do for Pappy. It's a good time. Cheers to Pappy. We are going to be doing some notes, seeing where we're going on here. Then we're going to go to the old Pappy story, and the one person on this planet that I've met that said, "No, I don't want it."
Ooh.
Do I have a belt sander? I mean, John, tell your dad that we're in the middle of a show right now, and we're not doing that. So, all right, Pappy.
Happy.
So
Beautiful color.
Oh, it is.
See how that's nice 10 years?
Gorgeous. Did you just...
Oh yeah.
wafting?
Whiskey's too strong. It just puts your nose straight up in there. It burns.
This doesn't burn at all. I don't
Not
know.
after 20-something episodes. Get used to it.
I don't taste anything after half the crap you drink.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff you're like, ooh, that's great. And others you're like, it burns so good.
I'm actually going to take out my...
Wow.
I want the full...
500 stars. Already, we got #1 stars. Thank you, Phyllis.
Thanks, Mom. Maybe we could afford Aron again in another 6 months.
Maybe we could bring Aron back.
You'll have to go back for the 15-year-old though. Next time.
Someone's always wanting more in this world. God, I love it.
We'll get right on that.
What do you think? On the nose.
Kind of scared to drink it.
Pour back.
No.
No.
Super caramely.
We've got this far.
I want to say maybe some butterscotch flavors or some sniffers. I could be wrong. I don't know if you know this, Aron. I pretend like I know what I'm doing here.
go.
I'm just a fat alcoholic. I just like to drink. So
We've established that over 32 episodes.
You found the right stuff to drink.
But
30
Aron
episodes.
didn't know that.
Well, he's aware. He's
Now he
aware.
knows.
So what are we thinking here? It is... Oh, God, I don't even want to... You got to get into it. Understand that if you pass up on Pappy, you're not a drinking buddy. I'm throwing that out there.
Yeah.
If we're out and we're like, you know what? I will buy the round for everyone at the table because you don't just find Pappy out and you're like,
It's true.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go sit over there in the corner.
Right.
The
Yeah.
kids' table is waiting.
They still together?
They'll get you. Yeah.
That sounds like a good story we should talk about.
We got to drink it. We got to try it. We got to try it.
Got to get looser.
Breathe it in. Breathe it in.
Yeah.
That's really good. It's hotter than I thought it'd be.
Danny
107.
told you to more wafting, Aaron.
107 proof.
It is a little hotter than I thought it would be at 107.
I wouldn't have
Thanks, Dan.
expected that. 107 proof. I was like, huh.
Yeah.
Hi, Pap.
But it's not like a bad hot. It's like ooh, that burned so good.
Well, it's kind of like I want to hit you a little bit and then let it ride. And as you just let it sit there,
Yeah.
it just gets so much better.
I want to hit you, but then I'm going to rub your balls. I think that's what it told me.
It's incredibly smooth. It reminds me of I don't know, some of the nice scotches out there when it hits your tongue, it almost just evaporates.
That would be Macallan 18.
Yeah.
That Macallan is the exact same.
It's got the smoothness of a nice scotch.
Yeah.
It like melts through your jaw. It's crazy. This, I mean, it
Burns a hole through it.
it creates.
It doesn't. It's not that bad.
Well, I wouldn't say bad at all. Not bad at all. You're in it to win it.
I'm trying to take some flavors out of it.
God. Well, I mean, okay, let's get into flavors. They say that it's rich yet smooth.
I think that's a good thing.
They say rich because of how much it costs to get it in your building.
You got to be rich to get it. And then it's so
is that your buddy,
expensive. You're
Danny?
like,
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
But yeah, the back end of it is actually super smooth. It says it's going to be vanilla, caramel, robust wheat, cherries, oak, smoky, fruity. Probably every note that you could put
in a whiskey.
on a whiskey, they brand that this has. Which
I did kind of get a little bit of cherry.
okay, I taste. I think it's this is unexpected.
You know what?
I
Let
guess
me try some.
Well, we're going to be getting some more. It's expected the unexpected, but expected to be there because it's Pappy. Like,
Yeah.
if you would have blind tested this, and you would have covered it up, and you'd have been like, all right, is it good?
It's good.
It's on the higher level of most of the things that we've had.
Yeah.
And then they pull up Pappy, and you're like, okay, it's expected.
Yeah.
It's Pappy. Like,
Expect
yeah.
greatness out of this bottle.
Yeah, I don't know why you would not expect this much out of a Pappy Van Winkle. God, I love it. I love it. So, I don't know. We have a lot going on this week. We can get into that, and then we could put it on these little ice balls. So this is a glycerin ball. These two are glycerin. This one, I don't know what it is. I stole it from Disney.
Okay.
From one of the Star Wars Starship hotels.
Really?
Yeah, they're no longer in business, so I don't feel bad about it.
Yeah, that's
they're
why.
not in
Yeah,
business.
you just
stole that.
But you could see that, like, this
This
frozen
guy,
one has this
right?
weird frost, and
These
then
big
these
cups.
ones. Exactly.
Wow.
Right now, it's my time to shine.
That's right.
Now that I'm retired, I don't have to worry about those
Putting the skills to use.
I've learned so much.
Typical white man stealing what's not his.
Hey, by the way, can I take your land?
I think you already did. Half of your yard was supposed to be mine,
Oh,
but it was taken
yeah.
from a fence.
You were offensed.
Yeah, I was offensed.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
We just take over.
No, it's good.
We just take
That's
over.
a good one.
There's so much I want to get into because he's a hockey player, so he's going to talk about all kinds of hockey stuff that's really cool, and then I'm going to make
Nice.
fun of like every team that you enjoy because that's what I do. I mean, the Broncos are coming up, and I can't wait for the
Oof,
Steelers to
yeah.
smoke them
Yeah. Okay.
because Russell Wilson's his time to shine wasn't with Denver. It's going to be with the
Obviously
Steelers,
not. Yeah.
He's probably not going to finish the season.
but he's going to start at least one game against the Broncos.
We're paying him too, right? So
Yeah, we're playing him.
Yeah.
We're paying him to beat us.
Yeah, exactly.
Except he's probably not going to beat us. So we'll. So Justin said we have a bet,
Oh yeah.
and it's a foolish bet for Justin. He said, "Oh, the Steelers are going to make it to win the Super Bowl.
I didn't say when. Bring the notes up. I said they were going to make it to the Super Bowl.
Make it to the Super Bowl."
Yeah, that's
Okay.
different.
Which is even. I mean, they might as well win the next 10 if you're going to say make it to the Super Bowl this year. Steelers suck.
Yeah, they do. They're actually terrible. But I would love for us to spend all this money on this quarterback just to lose him, for him to go off and do an amazing season.
I don't
You
think
deserve
Justin
this.
really cares for me because my mental health would probably not be very good.
Well, you're a Broncos fan, so your mental health must not be very good right now. Anyway.
Oh yeah, I'm slightly artistic, and I'm.
We've had some problems.
You know what, man? Fuck you. Okay, the Broncos are a great team, and this year when we beat the shit out of the Steelers,
Yeah.
what's your team?
Broncos.
It's always been the
All right.
Broncos.
So you're a realist, and I'm in fantasy land. However, we're gonna do good this year. This is our year.
Yeah.
This is our year. I keep hearing that time. This is going to be our year.
Who's our quarterback?
This is going to be Bo Nix,
Bo
probably.
Nix?
Maybe.
All right.
Yeah, he hasn't
he's the
taken our invite
solution.
yet. He has an invite to be on the show, and until
Open invite.
until he joins the show, he's not good enough to be on the Broncos. So
we were going to open the bottle of Pappy for Bo Nix, but
he declined.
finally,
I was second.
No, you finally replied, so and it was in your contract to bring you on. So
Phyllis, you know I love you, and I'm just joking.
Who's the quarterback that they should have had that they had but they didn't start? I'm going to go with Kyle Sloter.
Team slowed up. Team slowed up.
I think he would have been good.
I don't know.
Yeah, he might have been all right.
Get Jake the Snake back.
He's
on a farm in Colorado Springs somewhere, right?
He does mushroom farms and stuff like that.
Yeah, he's doing some hallucinogenic stuff. Farming. Yeah.
Micro dosing is what they call it.
Same.
But they term it micro dosing.
Okay, I mean you're doing shrooms.
Yeah.
I got a nephew that does that. Like he's a farmer, or he's a
farmer.
I don't know. Let's see what do we got here. John, if you're still on, tell us what Juanito does. He does. He sells, grows. I don't know.
Pharmaceuticals.
It's all legal. Is what I've been told.
I was actually at the Tennyson Street Fair on Saturday, and they had a booth that was selling magic mushroom kits.
It's because people don't care anymore.
Yeah, lion's mane and then magic mushroom. So hopefully you don't
mane.
don't swap the two because
that'd be awkward.
You'd be cooking for dinner with lion's mane, but that's not what you're eating. In for a wild time.
You're about to have a party.
That beef stroganoff took you off to the moon.
Like it.
Are you in?
I'm in.
All right. Let's do the steel balls. Chill us down a little bit.
What's the rule here? Am I supposed to finish this?
I mean,
hang on a second. It's Pappy. We're not going to pour it back.
No, I know, but I mean, I noticed how you both drink.
Once again, it's Pappy. Drink that shit.
All right. For Danny, I'm going to waft a little more.
Yeah. Yummy.
Wafting.
Yeah. It's 20-year-old scotch. You don't expect me to pour it back, do you?
So then next is the chilled ball.
So we're gonna
Chilled ball.
We do 3 different things.
Okay.
You sniff it, which is it's straight. It's like out of the bottle. It's room temperature, right?
Yeah.
Like, and we'll rate it by the end. It's gonna be 1 to 5 rating. We're gonna get into that. How is it neat? And then we're gonna say, we're gonna chill it down. We're gonna bring it back. We're not gonna dilute it yet, which I'm a little worried about that because I don't want to dilute Pappy. But we chill it down. We bring it down without the dilution. See if that changes the flavor profile, and then we're going to add the spheres. We're going to add the ice.
So this is the Who Framed Roger Rabbit version.
So
Feels like it.
It is actually once we
seen that
switch to
movie,
this.
right?
It was one of my favorite movies growing up.
Yeah, Whiskey on the Rocks, right?
Please, eh?
Yeah, and he means ice, not rocks. Yeah.
Nice.
So the flavor you bring out by chilling it on a good amount of whiskeys is. It's actually remarkable. I didn't think it would make that big of a difference, but from when it's neat to when it's chilled to when it's on ice, I mean, it's gives you 3 different flavors sometimes.
Yeah.
So
different profile.
Yep, pretty good.
Let's make it happen. Go ahead.
After you,
I better catch up.
age before beauty. All right. Okay.
I was going to say,
I'm the oldest.
You're older. I don't know if you're the oldest.
How old are you?
Aron, you're a year above me.
I will be 40 in less than a month.
God damn. Just joking. Tell me when, Aron.
Whatever.
What do you mean when?
Yeah, that's
when
fine.
it matches.
Yeah.
This is a happy 40th.
Right?
Pappy. Found ourselves in a whiskey bar several years ago, and one of Mrs. DadDimes' friends came out because they were bringing their boyfriend for us to meet, and it was gonna be like, hey,
She was moving too, right? Wasn't she moving to Minnesota or something like that?
To Minnesota from Minnesota. I don't know. I think they're in one of the Carolinas right now, and they bring him out, and I'm like, all right, well, let's figure out who this guy is.
Yeah, we'll go out, we'll have dinner, go have some drinks.
Used to not be that good of a person when she would bring, like, her friends would bring guys around. Like, we would just make random jokes to find out who they are. One guy was like, oh, so what do you do for a living? And he's like, oh, I'm an author. I'm like, oh, that's cool. What do you write? And he's like, I write comic books. And I'm like, so when you're an author, you mean you write things like bam.
Didn't he say graphic novelist?
And
I think.
pow.
Yeah.
Bang!
Yeah.
They didn't last. And then another one came around, and I think
He was in law enforcement.
he's like, yeah.
Okay.
So am I. I'm in. Yeah, and when you asked what agency do you work for?
Yeah.
What did he say?
He said he was a dog catcher. Like animal control. I was like,
Animal control.
I mean, and
Nothing
by the way,
against animal control.
animal control is great. They do amazing things. And if there's a snake in my garage, that's who's coming to get it. Like I'm not messing around. But it's not the same thing. he
I
didn't
arrest
last.
stray dogs.
He didn't last. And then this guy comes around, and we go to a whiskey bar. I'm like, all right, man, how you doing? It sounds like this relationship's going well. We're not that engaged to be like as much of an ass as we were to the previous ones. And they said something like, we looked on the menu, and for the first time ever, I saw Pappy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Papslikins is here. We at least have to get 3 rounds of Pappy, right? You're the new guy who is dating one of the friends. We've been looking for Pappy forever.
Yep.
Well, let's order it.
Yeah.
And he's like, none for me.
Nah. But it wasn't that he wasn't drinking, because he was drinking other
Gin.
stuff. Yeah.
Gin?
That should have been.
Yeah.
That's how you know you didn't like
If
it.
he wasn't drinking, that would have been one thing,
Yeah.
But
he, it
he
was
was
like,
just
hey,
not drinking Pappy.
yeah, it's like, man, it's
like-
paid for, it's covered. Don't worry about it.
Right,
We
right.
will cover it. You're
Yeah.
not spending a dime. No, I'm good.
Oh.
Go sit at the kids' table.
Yeah, that was it.
I'm
for
sorry,
him.
this isn't going to work out.
Yeah.
You got to get out of here.
Yeah, and not like get out of here as in leave. Like the
I
airport's-
wanted to say that, but
the airport's open. You need to get on the next flight.
So I'm going to beat the shit out of you.
Everyone in this bar is going to be ever loving hell. You can tell a lot by a person on whether or not they're gonna. Well, I mean, if you deny a drink in general, right? Hey, man, I'm gonna buy the next round. No, I'm good. Okay, I mean that's kind of a little slap in the face. Hey, man, this is really good stuff and it's hard to find. No, I'm good. Okay. We got Pappy Van Winkle in the house right now, and you're not going to pay a dime for it, but you're getting exposed to something that at like 12 years old, you can now taste.
Yeah.
I think he was 21, 22 at the time. It's just not my thing.
Let's replay we're going to role play. I'll tell you what I would have done in that scenario. Go ahead and ask me.
Hey, man,
Yeah.
I'm looking on this menu here.
Yeah.
And they have something pretty good.
Okay.
Pappy Van Winkle.
Ooh.
Now
Little out
listen,
of my price range. I don't know, man.
It's up there. It's up there.
It is.
But we've been looking for it for a while.
Yeah?
And because it's a special occasion, we're going to cover it for you. But I think we should all have some Pappy.
You're going to cover it? Can I get 3? Let me get 3.
Whatever's
bring the bottle.
Just bring
Yeah,
the
just
bottle.
bring the
It's
bottle.
on him. He
Yeah.
said it. He heard it.
Right.
Bring it out.
Again, again, you know what? To each his own.
Yep.
Everyone's their own.
I do remember one more story about Pappy before that story. And this kind of goes back to the sad days of you just working all the time. I don't know if you remember, but
He still does.
yeah, well,
He works.
this is a unique cat, as you know. Yeah,
I'm always working.
He goes, even when he doesn't have to, he chooses to. But
Gotta keep the brain going.
do you remember that neighborhood bar across the street from my house?
Yes.
Yep. Ernie's, it was called back in the day. But a bottle of Pappy showed up there once, and I texted you a picture. I was like, holy smokes, we gotta get you over here, because we were on the hunt for it then. But that was when you were working every night, practically, and then even working like in the days and stuff too. And
I used to do 24-hour shifts.
yeah.
Not just at the police department.
So I vowed not to drink it until you were able to, and unfortunately,
You are a fucking good friend. I'm like, Justin, look what I just had. You couldn't make it, man. What do you want me to do? Turn it down?
I'm not a good friend. I know he would have paid for it. So
that's what I was waiting for. I was
right.
waiting for him
There
to
you
show
go.
up so I
There
could
you
just go ahead and pay it.
yeah, no, but unfortunately, that bottle got drank by other patrons, and it never came back.
Yes, never turned down a free drink. Yes, John, you're absolutely right. Trinity, yes, you have been here for a while. We are not ignoring you.
I'm just happy you finally showed up in the first 30 minutes of our episode this time instead of the last 5.
I didn't even know how far we're into this.
Actually, I just got a thing on Facebook. She's our fan of the week. So
Right on.
I actually have it set if you click on
Where's Trinity from?
she is from Denver, Colorado.
Yeah, this is going to be that top one. And it's going to be if you...
This one?
Nope, higher.
Does it scroll?
I
I don't know how to work your fancy stuff. Okay, I see.
That one, yep, do the eyeball.
There
There it is. Okay, we got you.
Are. See?
Whew. Yeah, didn't want to forget that. Yeah, I mean, you work too much, but we drink. It's a good time. Pappy's there. It's chilling right now. Tell me what you're tasting.
It mellows it out.
Oh, God.
I've been having asthma troubles this week.
Well, I mean, a little bit of smoke, right?
This helps.
Canada.
Yeah.
I mean, they are some of our listeners,
at it
and we
again.
appreciate
I
Canada.
am not going to say anything because I don't want to get banned on TikTok again for a week
For hate speech.
for hate speech.
Yeah.
I will say Canadian whiskey ain't got shit on Pappy.
No, it does not.
I mean,
Have you even done a
there's
Canadian whiskey yet?
Caribou.
Caribou is
Oh.
actually pretty good.
So
go.
Caribou is it's a cheater whiskey. So it's distilled, barreled in Canada, and then they ship it to Buffalo Trace, and then they bottle it.
Yeah.
Why do they shift and move it? I think that's stupid.
Or is it the other way around? Does Buffalo Trace distill it for them, ship it up there, and then they...
No, because they do the Caribou top, which is just like the
Blanton's.
Blanton's.
Yeah,
So that's
yeah.
how they don't get in trouble doing it, and they do the wax seal as well. But it's all bottled at that
Yeah.
facility, but it's distilled and aged in Canada.
That's kind of like Tin Cup. They're full of shit.
Yeah.
They, I mean, the whiskey might be good.
I like
it. It's
Tin Cup.
good, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like distilled in Illinois or something, you know.
Yeah.
And then shipped to Stranahan's, and that's where they bottle it.
Stranahanigans.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
cut
also did Bareface last week.
All right.
Bareface is Canadian, yeah. Crown Royal.
You've done Crown Royal, just straight up.
No, we did the Blackberry Robitussin.
Oh,
Yeah, the Robitussin.
what are you back in college?
Well, we were asked to do a quick little, like a 20-minute episode on it. And it was really good when you mixed it with like lemonade, or you had to add it to something to get some flavor.
Yeah.
But straight up, it was like, oh, cough syrup, got it.
Yeah. Which, actually, we did that drink you sent me, where we did Crown Peach with the
yeah.
lemonade and Sprite,
Yep.
which was actually delicious.
That's a pretty good mixture.
Yeah. Really good.
But again, you're mixing like the base itself.
Right.
You have to change.
Yeah. 'Cause it's, yeah.
It's tough. Yeah, we have a couple Canadian 88s in there, and then some Colorado State 38, which is cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That one's actually really good.
It's the 38 State Gunfighter, which you can't find anymore
Oh
Limited edition bottle.
Nice.
We're selling that for $20,000.
yeah.
because it's no longer around. The distillery just shut down.
Oh, that's too bad. Where were they at?
Golden
Golden
Moon.
Yeah. Golden Moon was.
Have you tried Peach Street yet? Peach Street Distillers out of Palisade.
Not on the show.
They were the very first Colorado bourbon to be a straight bourbon, aged 2 years or more.
Oh, not Breckenridge.
No, no,
Those liars up in
those
Breckenridge.
liars mixing it with Four Roses.
So we talked about the story before. We went up to Breckenridge, and that's kind of what started this whole weird process of, hey, I think we could make it. Hey, we should start with a small thing. Let's get a bigger thing. Let's get a really big thing. Let's get a letter from the ATF.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, that might have happened. Then it's like, oh, things are getting a little crazy. But Breckenridge Distillery had just opened, and they had bottles all around, and they had barrels all around. I'm like, how in the hell can you have opened like yesterday, and you have all of this product available that has been aged several years?
Yeah.
Next question.
Right. And the amount of product they had, the volume, and that's the only still we were looking at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were a liar.
The math don't add up there. Yeah.
But it's good. But you're a liar.
You're a fucking liar, Breckenridge.
I like this. I like that a lot. They're almost as big of a liar as Stranahan's was saying that Tin Cup was a Colorado whiskey, which is almost as bad as
Widow Jane, they're saying it's an edible whiskey.
the Secret Service agent and the director of the Secret Service saying that she could answer questions in front of Congress. It's all lies. It's all lies.
Lies.
And, I'm one of those out there, the Secret Service. I've worked with them before. Really great organization. They missed one.
Yeah.
Actually, they missed 8 shots.
Damn.
Yeah. Well, he didn't miss on them all, unfortunately. Some people.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying they missed.
They missed. Secret Service fired 8 back.
No, they missed the first 8 shots that were discharged before they discharged their one, which was highly effective.
Yeah.
They were talking about, and I don't want to get too far into it because it sort of talks about gun laws and stuff like that. But some of the congressional members were saying, so are you saying that the increased amount of AR-15s out there is the reason why your job is harder? And she's like, really any gun. It's not just that one. It's, yeah. And anytime a firearm is involved, it makes our job a little bit harder. It's not specifically one. There's a lot out there, and there's a lot that you can do a lot further range. So
it's so true. Yeah. And I won't get into gun laws either, but I will say that there's a lot of people out there that's talking about trying to ban them again, right? Which happens every time.
Every goddamn time.
But you're telling me that the most prestigious agency for protecting people, in the world couldn't protect one person from an amateur with an AR-15, and now they want me to give up mine. Yeah.
What are you going to protect me?
Put my trust into them? Yeah. No, that's a no for me, dog.
Yeah. A 20-year-old that, you look at some of that stuff and you're like, everyone turn them in. We'll protect you.
Right.
Like we just protected that guy.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
As a Native American, I've heard about these treaties with the government, and I would say no.
Yeah. What did they make you do? They always made you give up your guns first.
No, it was bow and arrows at the time.
Come on, man. We stole some guns.
Tomahawks.
Yeah.
The steaks, though, they were delicious.
They are good. I seen a TikTok with the stingray where you cut the tomahawk in half and then you do it. Oh, man. It's called the stingray because I guess it looked like a dick and balls to me, but they called it the stingray. Mm-hmm. So
I guess that's what you... Have you had the tomahawk yet?
I have not.
I told my wife my new name for my wiener is the stingray after watching that video.
You say that, but when you wake up and she cuts it in half, it's now the stingray. You did this.
She's going to need a very precise knife.
Sounds painful.
I don't know. She had some pretty good knives. Well, we are moving here. Let's see. TikTok is still rolling. We're at
10 million.
Thank you, Denny.
We're at a lot. TikTok's rolling. It's all those hashtags. They're like, oh, I thought we were going to listen about the Nuggets today. We're going to talk about the Nuggets. Ish. Some of them are going to play in the All-Stars for the Olympics, which is super cool.
That's why everyone's on TikTok.
Well, no. So we talk about all kinds of other things on TikTok. The TikTokers. We talked about the Secret Service. We were going to say that we're going to do that. They're funny. We've had some issues lately.
It's frozen again.
Well, you know how to do it now. Get it to the tip and chop it off.
That's what she said.
Oh, hell no. Pour that. Did you drink water during a bourbon show?
Yeah.
That's sacrilegious. Pickle for Life just joined us.
So can you comment on TikTok? Because I'm seeing a lot of Facebook comments I'm not seeing.
So Facebook comments don't come through here. I monitor them on here. That should be YouTube and... that should be YouTube and Facebook.
Yeah. TikTok's on you.
TikTok's on mine, yeah. Pickle for Life.
Oh, no. What'd you do, Dave?
My friend.
Some big cojones right there.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Hopefully I wash my hands.
Well, you're a plumber, so...
I actually miss being a technician.
So I know how clean they are.
I just sit at a computer, handle complaints.
Well, we were talking about that there's a transition period now where you go from field work to supervision, and that's not an easy transition.
Middle management.
Yeah.
Please. We were going to add, we have this new device over here. And this cool guy I'm not going to put in Pappy. I'm just not going to do it because I don't want to ruin Pappy.
Sucks the air out.
No, it says how many milliliters you can have.
Oh wow, how accurate is that?
Yeah. It's pretty good.
It's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
If we put you down for 5 milliliters, you're getting exactly 5 milliliters. It's actually a really cool device, and then you can aerate things. So it's for wine, but we put it in a bottle of whiskey last week, and it was
pretty cool.
We didn't have to pour; you just push the little thing and put the glass to it.
There you go.
That's it.
I mean, my pours are pretty precise.
Yeah,
pretty much the same thing. Basically,
it's basically the
same thing. All right, so let's see here. We talked about some old time's sake with laughing at people, which was always fun. We talked about, which was the Pappy stories. We talked about some catastrophic failures with the government because that's what they do. I'm really excited to see how this new presidential race is going to go.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be great. It's going to be
all bets are off.
The greatest thing you've ever seen.
Right.
Millions and millions is going to see this. It's going to be great. And then, let's see, we got Carlos King Welder watching. Tig Welder, he's watching. Carlos, what's up, man? Jose's watching. God, I can't even keep up with the old ticker-talkers. They come and go very hard and fast.
They probably just come. Because once they get in,
They're like, I'm in.
they
Done.
don't want to go.
Done.
Yeah. They just want to keep coming and coming and coming and coming.
So I'm excited to try this with a little bit of ice. Sorry. You were saying?
Really?
Coming and coming.
How are we? We talked about how the old distillery. I mean, the science began with the distillery and understanding the fermentation process, and then going to the distillation process, and then creating your own, putting it in a barrel, having that work out, and then understanding at some point that is super federally illegal. And then allegedly, but there's a lot of scientific. I mean, there's a lot of knowledge that came out of that process. It was super cool.
Oh, I'm sorry, ATF, that we wanted to learn. That's what I would have said.
I know. I'm sorry. Brains needed to expand. Ugh, dumb.
Thought this was America.
Until you make booze other than beer, wine, and like mead. Yeah, you can't. You probably. I don't know if you can distill your own fuel without permits.
Probably not.
Probably
and the government tax it?
They tax it. Yeah, if they tax it, you can't touch it.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
You guys ever talk about how much a retail from the whiskey that you guys drink?
Oh, yeah. No, we talked about that a lot. We did not pay retail for this.
Yeah.
We did not pay retail for George T.
Thanks to what fine sponsor?
Not a sponsor.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
But there are buddies at Cherrywood Liquor.
They are buddies at Cherrywood Liquor.
Friends of the show. That's what they call that. I think,
super
right?
great friends. Yeah, they take care of us.
Yep.
But we talked about the official sponsorship and logos and stuff. But as of right now, we're really good friends. We always do promotion because they take care of us. This bottle, we picked up for probably a third of
go for?
retail. Retail on this one is anywhere.
I mean, I've seen it from 12 to 18.
Yeah, I was looking around 900.
It's not cheap. George T, same thing. We got it for cost, which was probably sub 3, and that goes for. Last
Same
time we
as
looked,
Pappy. I think it was like 1,500.
15 to 1,800. Yeah. So when I walked out of that, and I was like, "Oh, this is a really good price," and then I look it up, and I'm like,
Holy fuck.
I don't want to tell anyone.
Yeah. So thank you, Jesse. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
He's actually not on today.
No, not
which means he's probably working.
That guy just works. He works and he works. But you know what? We appreciate him. Yep. HJW 2008, welcome. I'm throwing this out there. We've had a process. We've had a lot of things. We've had I don't know if you know this or not. It's been 20 years since freshman year of college.
Oof. Why'd you tell me that?
Because my 20th high school reunion came and went.
Yeah, same.
And I watched it on Facebook. I watched all the people like, oh, like here's all the pictures. And I looked at everyone that was on Facebook like, you were all in the band. Weird. Like it was a band reunion.
Yeah,
like, it wasn't
I didn't go to mine.
I didn't go either. Again, I'm of the mind that social media has expanded our opportunity to
stay in touch with the ones you want.
Yeah, well, to watch, those grow that you want to watch grow, and those that that just, like, there's a hole in the glass.
I don't think I poured as much as you guys.
I think you missed out. Well, there's some more. You can have more. You can have as much as you want, man. This is Dad Dimes. You drink what you drink. I don't care.
How many friends from high school do you keep in touch with? Oh, wow. It's your show, JD.
I think my electrician.
Nice.
But again, it was always his company and his business, and I don't think I actually went to high school with him. But I went to high school with his current girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
So what you're saying is you don't keep in touch with anyone from high school?
Well, it's not that I don't keep in touch with them. It's that it's a different relationship. Like,
I see what they're doing on Facebook, and I never talk to them.
But it's like a different skill set. Like, if I see that you were doing something or promoting something, do you see them?
What's up, Rob?
Oh,
what up, Rob?
What's up, Rob? If I see that you're doing something or promoting a business that you're doing, I will do everything if it's within my interest to support what you're doing. Like, you're selling clothes that, like, say, God bless America. I'll buy that shirt from you instead of going to Walmart.
But you just said you didn't go to your 20th high school reunion
band.
because you
wants to go hang out with band
social
guys?
media to keep in touch with all the people you want to.
Exactly.
But you don't keep in touch with anyone.
I keep in touch with those that have mutual interests or that help promote what they're trying to do.
So
that's what I'm saying. Like, if they create like an Etsy and they create a product that I might be interested in, I would buy it from them rather than Amazon, because I'm like, all right, that's cool. I'm going to promote whatever you're trying to do. And I had a lawn guy years ago, not the current one. The current one is the ex of my niece. Still does a great job, by the way.
Yeah.
Just they were together when he started doing my lawn, and then they broke up and it didn't work out. But he still does a good job, so I'm like, all right.
Gotta hire him.
Yeah.
Before that, though, there was a different company, and the guy that owned the company I went to high school with.
There you go.
And I was like, hey, man, if I could support what you're doing in your profession for something that I need to get done, I would rather spend the money with you.
It's like buying local.
That's what high school reunions are. It's buying local.
Buying local, yep.
That's exactly what it is.
And that's what I did, because me and my wife went to high school, and I bought local.
How many kids later?
We got a lot of kids. And then I got my buddy Derek, that's been on the show.
Yeah.
He's actually been one of my friends since 6th grade.
Nice. There you go.
And I got a couple guys that I talk to here and there, but really it's my buddy Derek and my wife are the only people I talk to.
How did you know your wife, even younger, before you started dating?
Well, me and my wife started dating. When we started dating, it was after high school.
Hang on. You have to stand by before we do this.
Let me think about it real quick. Okay. So when...
Well done, Justin.
I first started talking to my wife, I got my wife's pager number.
Pager, nice.
9th grade.
Nice.
And then she started...
Wait, I'm older than you, right?
Slightly.
Okay.
Just
put it in perspective.
She started dating some guy from the Taliban or something like that.
He was a terrorist.
Yeah,
Ahmed.
So... Mohammed.
Yeah, that's a good guess.
He wasn't really from the Taliban, but he kind of looked like he was from the Taliban.
I mean, you could pass.
That's why I put conditioner in this bitch, because otherwise I'm like...
Keep it clean.
I'm like, oh, what's this? She MySpaced me. She's like, hey, how's it going?
Yeah,
we went on our date.
Hey, I'm not Tom. Tom was the first guy it's the first friend that you got on MySpace.
Oh, yeah.
You still have that?
So she was my second friend. She MySpaced me. We went on a date, and then ever since then, I couldn't get rid of her. So,
love at first sight.
Yeah, I actually say something different, which is not Dad Dimes appropriate.
Okay, we're trying to stay like.
But she was addicted to what addicted is what happened, and then she just kind of just kept going at it, and I was like, all right, I'm not a light switch.
27 kids later.
Turns out it was a light switch.
Turns out.
So, there you go.
Cheaper by the dozen. Two.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I hear you're adopting too, and that's
we are. Cool. We are in the process of it, which is another. I mean, we're going through the process.
Nice. Well, that's cool. I'll
I appreciate it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna throw this out there.
I don't know if I broke any rules with this toast because we haven't actually toasted anything yet, but I think that's where.
Did you just tap the fucking table?
A lot of people do that.
I know.
See it all the time, and I'm like, I never knew to tap.
I tap for shots. I don't tap for drinks.
I don't tap for anything. I just fucking drink it.
I don't know. You tap
your
a
wife.
lot. Oh,
You tap that.
I tap that frequently. That's what
Sorry.
40 years of marriage does, though.
yeah, that's what it's all about, man.
Yeah, no. So, we're adopting. Our youngest is we're going through the process.
Working on it. Yep.
But before I accepted the new job, me and Justin would go to Costco or Home Depot or
That's a funny story.
We would go everywhere, right?
This is a funny story.
And so they see me and Justin with this little baby that's mixed, and we've been stopped.
It's okay to say she's black.
She's black.
She's beautiful.
She is absolutely adorable. But they would stop us and they'd be like, "Oh my gosh, oh my gosh." They would do that too.
Yeah, I've been touched by some old people.
Oh yeah.
Not old people, young people.
You make a cute couple.
They go, "Oh my gosh, your guys' baby is so cute," and we're like, "Oh my god, thank you so much. That means so much to us." Old people at Costco give us looks like,
That happens.
"That's not God's will, you son of a bitch." Like they want to kill us, but our daughter calls
that's
him
it.
Dose. He's
Yeah.
Dose, I'm Dad,
Yeah.
and that's where we're at.
Dose. And so she screams it all the time. She'll
Dose!
She'll walk out, she'll be looking, and she'll be like, Dose, come here.
Or we'll pull up
Okay.
and she'll see like a car's out and she's like, Dose! Dose! And then she'll be like, where's Dose? I'm like, oh, we better go check.
And I never know where Dose is. I don't know.
He's
I don't have
right
a
there.
tracker on him. I thought that
I
was
do.
your job.
I do got a tracker
Yeah,
on you.
we got the trackers,
360.
Yeah, it's in my neck.
You were showing me that the other day. I think that's kind of creepy.
Well, so
It is.
you would think it's creepy, but I've lived with being tracked by my wife for quite some time. So
62 years to be exact.
it's
In
been
dog
so
years.
many years.
She won't watch this episode for another 8 months.
She just won't watch it at all. She's behind several episodes, so she won't know it's fine.
I was gonna ask if she was actually allowed. Like, is it no girls allowed down here? Like,
She can, but due to her career path, there are some implications for her current
Association,
job.
yeah.
You got to be careful with that stuff. I get it.
it's-
I get
it's
it.
Not
on
no
video.
girls allowed because girls are allowed, I
We've
guess.
had a few. Yeah,
You've had some
Yeah.
girl.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Actually,
Guess.
all of them were my nieces. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And he has quite a few of those as well. It's in the family.
We're a mixed
You guys Catholic?
family. We're Mexican. My wife's Italian.
Oh, those are both Catholic.
That's why we got fucking 5 kids, and
Yeah.
we got a lot of kids. So
That's great.
Yeah. No
why I
grandkids, though.
drink.
No grandkids.
nope, not yet.
Just saying.
We're working
You gotta
on it.
be thought,
I don't know if
though.
we're working on it.
You're not a part of the process.
I'm not a part of the process. I'm gonna be. So my oldest son's 20.
Yeah.
Right.
Your mom's talking.
Oh.
Oh. And your mama.
And
Your mama. Fool. Just joking.
She's going to beat you, and it's okay. I'm going to look the other way like Dom does.
I forgot what I was saying.
Well, it's because Pappy's kicking in.
Pappy's kicking
I
in.
love Pappy, man. Pappy's been
I'll tell
good
you
to
what,
us.
I'm feeling so good right now.
It's nice.
She's Italian, and you're Mexican.
So my niece Jayana, thanks for joining us, Jayana.
It's about time.
So my sister-in-law Nikki, who's normally on here as well,
But not tonight.
the first time we went to dinner, she said something that was slightly racist about Muslims. I was like, "Whoa, are you kidding me?
Whoa.
You said that?"
Whoa.
And she's like, "What?" I was like, "Oh, I'm Muslim." She's like, "I thought you were Mexican." I was like, "I'm both, you dick."
It's okay to be both.
And so for a while, she was like, "You're a Mexican Muslim?" Which I'm not. I'm not a Muslim. But that's where that came from.
But by the way, it would
Well,
be
I mean-
okay if you were.
Would it?
Muslim's not an ethnicity; it's a
Race.
religion.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
But it would be okay.
yeah.
We're Christians on Dad.
But it would be
Dimes.
okay. I mean, your wife dated one.
mean,
she dated a terrorist. That's not necessarily. Not all Muslims are terrorists.
That's true.
Cocksucker.
You're not wrong.
One of my good buddies, Samir. He was from Bosnia, right?
You're being disputed.
Okay, tell us what's going on, Nikki.
Hey, you said she could call in. You said you had that feature. You should let Nikki call in.
I don't think she could call in right now. Because we're winding down. We're at
The number's 555.
555.
7623.
Oh, I thought it was 4265.
Rob Martin's back. It's about time, Tom. Rob, you're back. Rob, by the way, hopefully that there's less vomit this week. Your kids are feeling better, and it is no longer your problem to have to clean that up.
Oh yeah, he sent us pictures of his son puking in the shower.
He had a problem.
That's
it happens.
That's like TikTok gold right there.
Yeah. Or DadDimes gold.
All right, so we got to keep back to this whiskey because it's delicious. That really is delicious. Mm-hmm. Are there any other flavors that you're pulling from it being watered down than you had it at neat or chilled?
I'm not sure, good sir. Let me try it.
Oh, better get a little bit deeper into the bottle.
Did you see the pinky?
I had the pinky up.
You know, I do like icing it down a little bit. You know, they say you should drink a bourbon at around 80 proof. So at 107, it's pretty harsh on the palate. So,
but are you kicking Pappy in the nuts when you do that?
No, you do that on purpose because the idea is you're going to put a drop of water or an ice cube in there or something to release those oils and open it up.
Mm-hmm. Do you know what the Scoville scale came from?
No.
Yeah, he would dilute sugar water, right? Yeah. Or, with a pepper until you couldn't taste it anymore. Right?
Mr. Scoville, scientist, would have dilution of water and sugar, and for each drop,
I remember this.
That would reduce the burn of a pepper, and that's how you
said
created the Scoville scale.
You went to college too?
It's not on anymore.
Oh, you got it, Mike. Hello?
You went to college?
Yeah, with this kid. Oh, that's how I know him.
That's where it started.
So I'm the guy out. I dropped out of high school.
That's like college is overrated.
Kids.
It is not overrated, and I'm going to throw this out
Sorry.
there. If everyone needs to go to
No,
college,
it is overrated because you're
I
taking fine people away from the trades because you're pushing your agenda of college is everything.
It is everything.
No, we need fucking plumbers.
No, we need people to go to college to pay my salary.
Because you're a professor.
Because I'm a professor at a university.
I'll promote that, but
and
in
I
reality,
truly believe everyone needs a college degree.
I think plumbing's one of the few fields that AI will never take over.
That is not true.
And you are, Aaron, I don't know if you know this about me, but you're talking to a master plumber.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Can I
Master
call
plumber? You can. Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
He does.
All the time.
All the time. I'm
Absolutely.
like, I don't know, call someone else.
Yeah.
No,
That is not true. His arrival time compared to everywhere else on the planet is like
that Applewood, man, they charge it a lot.
36 seconds.
Yeah, Applewood. I've never heard of that company.
Applewood? Oh shit! You're calling Applewood?
Do tell.
Applewood. So Applewood.
Someone made choices.
I can tell a story why we call Applewood.
All right, listen here, guys. I'm talking directly to the camera at this point. Applewood fucking sucks. They got technicians that are mediocre at best. They're the most expensive plumbing company.
Yeah, they're really expensive.
They're the most expensive company in Colorado, right? And they have mediocre work at best, right? I've been behind Applewood many times. They've installed PRVs upside down. There's a fucking arrow that says water's flowing this way. So you got to install it correctly, right? Applewood sucks. Fuck them. AAA sucks.
Whoa. Hate speech.
Forget them. They're not good.
So, we've used Applewood in the past because, quick little story.
I'm offended.
I was, I know.
One second. The year your house is built, because it's actually really cool.
1924. It's 100 years old this year.
1924 Denver house. So like legit cool.
It's an old school, like craftsman style brick home. Yeah. One level with a basement.
Does it have a razor?
It's
like a little slot to put razors in the wall?
Probably.
He finds out by putting his hand in the wall, and then all of a sudden he's like,
ah! Yeah, that's bad. Yeah. No, we have a boiler, so I was on a backcountry ski trip last year, and unfortunately, my wife could not go because she's just too damn busy with school and
she's
work.
The workhorse.
Yeah, she is. Someone's got to pay the bills, right?
Email version of Justin. Now I understand why you got married.
Yeah. No, so I'm off the grid. I try to, maintenance stuff and anything. I try to take the lead on that in our relationship or whatever, but not always. And so I was off the grid skiing, and so on Sunday when I start down the mountain to the point where I get enough cell phone reception, my phone just starts blowing up. And so I guess on Saturday my wife got home and she opened the door and all she heard was what sounded like a garden hose going off in her basement.
Oh shit,
That can happen.
Yeah. So the expansion tank to our boiler filled up to the point where it got so heavy that it broke off and then just started spilling out all the
It's
water.
because it was the original boiler.
So probably
the original?
is. Well, I don't know. No. Can't be.
God.
It's pretty old.
I don't
so
know.
it can't be.
I don't know if
You can't.
But
make them like you
so I'll
used to.
just quickly wrap the story. My
No, keep going.
amazing
Oh,
wife.
Yeah.
All I got was
Tourniquet.
2 text messages and a voicemail, and the text message was like, "Our boiler blew, basement flooded. Don't worry, I got this," and that was it. And I was like, at that point, I was like, holy shit. And so I start getting down where I could actually give her a call and stuff, but it had already been over 24 hours, because it happened on a Saturday. And
Aron has a new pool.
My wife's amazing is the end of that story. She found a plumber. She freaking.
But it was Applewood.
I don't know how she chose Applewood. She probably saw.
So she probably
Googled something.
So
or
Do you know in the
for
phone
that,
book
you
Applewood
probably
is in the
paid
A's?
probably. If it was just the expansion tank in reality should probably cost somewhere around.
Ooh, I see a.
$300 to $500.
Oh, I see some like
right?
sad faces coming up on here. Please, the more sad faces that you give us, like do whatever
They're
you gotta
sad
do,
facing
man.
my
Like,
story?
no, they're like angry. They're like, ooh, Applewood, grr.
Oh,
Yeah, fuck Applewood.
See, we're getting more gurs.
I was just trying to give props
So-
to my wife for just
For
she
being a
handled
champion.
it,
badass,
and she's. I mean, that's fucking awesome.
She's a
she
champion.
handled it, but in the future,
She hasn't commented, by the way.
So I'm not a
she's-
boiler technician. Boiler
Just
technicians,
an
you're going to want to call my friends at Clean Cut Plumbing.
Oh.
You are going to want to ask for Vern this time. However, Austin's the guy because Vern didn't come to the show last time. But Clean Cut Plumbing,
720-990-0677.
That's not you, though.
that's not me because
Austin.
I don't know anything about boilers.
Gotcha.
Clean cut plumbing.
Everything else, plumbing, and anything else plumbing, I'm a master plumber.
Cool.
I've been plumbing for way too long. Way too long because I haven't won the Powerball. But
We'll have an aircraft carrier when that happens.
Yeah.
Which we're going to create a golf course.
John could help us with that.
Have you ever thought about?
yeah.
Yeah,
Eisenhower.
we have
He's
someone that's
on
going
there.
to help us take it. Danielle, Martin's watching. Welcome. Let's see here, DJ. How are you feeling about Dom's girlfriend?
so, how am I
we're
feeling?
going to get to this right here in a second. We got to finish this right here. Yes, you are a master plumber doing some really cool things. If you have a problem with the boiler, we're going to contact them.
Clean
because,
cut?
creating pools in your basement is never a good thing, but your wife took care of it. I'm assuming
Yep.
that she turned the water off.
Yeah, it took her a second to figure out how, but she
Yeah.
figured it out. You know what? And now
Yeah.
we go over all the equipment and stuff. She knows where the water main ends to the house. And yeah.
I'll have you take a picture of that. Ask for Vern. Vern's a great technician when it comes to boilers.
Yeah.
All your other plumbing.
that's
Kind of
Right.
it's a dying breed, those
You
boilers,
call me.
right?
I'm gonna throw this out there. Anytime, and we actually made this contact. If you call them and say that you were on Dad Dimes, referred by Dad Dimes, they're going to give you a percentage off.
Yep.
There you go.
And then to Daniela's questions, I absolutely love Kylie. Kylie is the greatest thing. I don't know why I said thing. Pappy.
Person, human.
Kylie's so awesome. She's great. I love Kylie. She's great.
I'm going to throw this out there, and I'm going to take care of this because we co-parent.
We do.
How are you feeling about Dom's girlfriend, Daniela? She has a Porsche. I'm going to throw this out there, and I know that you're listening.
Actually, so
She has a Porsche. Her dad has a boat. We're actually in a good spot right now.
we absolutely love them. And I'll be honest, if Kylie's, I don't even know Kylie's dad's name, but if he's watching and he needs a good, reliable master plumber that's been in this trade for a long time because he owns his own plumbing company, give me a call.
Yeah. And it's very sad that, unfortunately, Brecken had his first heartbreak. I'm sorry to hear that. You know, to love is to have lost, and to have lost is to love again. And if it's worth it might come back.
Correct.
Sounds like a good
There you go.
person to...
Yeah.
Yep.
That's something I might even remember after Pappy. So
That might be a Dad Dime of the Week.
Dad Dime of the Week. You just heard it. I can't recite it again.
Love is lost, lost is love.
To
Fuck
love
it.
is to have lost
Drink
again.
Pappy, you'll be fine.
Party. He's pretty upset. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
why
sorry,
are you making
little
fun
guy.
Of, why are you making fun of Brecken?
We're not. We're
We're
like
not.
legitimately saying like it is never
Yeah.
a good thing to have to go through a breakup.
And Brecken
But
is
he young?
such a
Is he young?
nice kid.
he's a youngin.
All right.
Yeah, he's a youngin.
That's a good life
He's
lesson.
Such a good kid.
He'll be stronger for it.
6th grade.
Oh, for
Sixth grade, you're gonna learn these
Sorry.
things,
It
and you're
happens.
gonna.
It happens, man.
It happens.
Yeah.
But I'll throw this out there. I have known for 20 years, and you are in the best place possible because you have the best partner in the world.
I do.
Who
I'm pretty lucky.
I don't even know where you're going, but I'm agreeing.
I just cannot tell you. She just drives so hard between work, academics, and just pushing the limits.
Yeah, she's pretty disciplined.
Oh, Mrs. Aaron.
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
Mrs. Aaron.
Yeah.
Mrs.
Yeah.
Okay.
God damn,
She's
man.
got a lot more drive and discipline than I do.
And I
that's
was
for
so
sure.
upset because they got married from some guy downtown instead of Chaplain
He's
Baumgartner.
a fucking chaplain.
I-
Are you
I-
kidding me?
But they called afterwards, and I blessed it.
Okay.
It's true. And it literally was,
We're gonna do it.
what are you doing today that we're going to get married? So
Yeah.
it was a short notice.
Yeah,
Oh, and he was like, I'm on shift at Glendale.
I was actually at work when I got the phone call. You're
were
not
on
wrong. Like it's
Yeah.
just how it happened.
I'm at work at Glendale.
Yeah,
I
what's
gotta
up,
go to
Josh? Giving us 200 stars. What's up, bro?
Shotgun Willie.
Applewood
Yeah.
sucks. It does suck.
Yep.
Um,
Josh is actually one of my good friends. I've known him for 7 years.
Yeah.
He's a great plumber that actually works for me at my current plumbing company.
Yeah.
One of my employees. So thank you for the support, Josh. We love you.
Josh, you might be getting an Employee of the Month plaque coming up. I'm just throwing that out there.
We got the capabilities. I've been looking at Maplewood for cutting boards. We
I'll
might
throw this
have
out
to
there.
do Employee of the Month awards.
I found this out this week. We do laser etching, and we do some really cool stuff.
we do a lot of cool
Aaron is like a Jesus carpenter right now.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm no Jesus, but I
So
am a
you're
carpenter.
getting close. So we
You're like
could do
a
some,
Jesus.
we
Yeah.
could do some collaboration
Yeah,
stuff
for
here.
sure.
Dale Jesus, que pasa,
It's gonna look
güey.
good. It's gonna look good. We got a lot of stuff going on, man. Between
We do.
It's crazy.
Between
world
our
right now.
coasters, we're going to get into a lot of stuff.
Coasters.
Here at Dad Dimes.
coaster's cool. Every coaster's cool.
Absolutely.
Pretty cool.
I mean,
Um,
$300 for the price of like I don't know, it's $12 for the board.
yeah.
Compared to $5 a coaster. I mean, we're making some good fiscal decisions
Yeah.
here.
I love the logo too. How'd you come up with the design with the glass and the rocks and stuff? I like that.
Well,
That's all AI.
Is it?
That's not AI.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
That is
So-
not AI.
If you watch Dad Dimes, I'm this part, right? Justin's
He's the talent.
everything else.
Yeah.
He does.
You're the talent.
I'm the talent. He's like the brains. He's the fucking innovator. He does everything
Totally.
else, and this is what I do. And then I'm like, oh, you want me to cut all these fucking 2x4s or 4x4s? I did cut them.
3.5 by 3.5 because
3.5
we
by
want them to
3.5.
be
That
5
miner
by
saw out
4s.
there, yeah.
But we were cutting. Yeah, we were cutting it with a chop saw.
Yep.
Yep. Listen, we started, and this is a little bit of Dad Dimes reminiscing. We started with this board.
Yep.
The one board, we were actually in my office upstairs just doing audio back and forth. And then we came down here because we're like, all right, we need to have like an expansion of space. And then we started doing streaming to one service. And like, all right, this kind of works. Then we went to a different service that only streamed like 3. And went to a different service that had graphics and ups and downs and all this other stuff. This is a huge learning process.
Yeah.
Like, you have to learn how to do all of this.
Yeah, look at that board over there.
We're making
I don't
it
know
work,
if you know
man.
me. I'm like absolutely ignorant to computer shit.
Yeah.
And you know Justin.
I do.
He's fucking like the Rain Man of all this shit.
He does.
So he figures out all that.
Then let's get a laser.
If he puts his mind to something or like gets a smell on something, he's gone.
He
like,
researches it. He fucking diagnoses it.
And he doesn't do anything half-assed either. That's just
I looked at
he goes all,
47 different products, and this one's the best one. And
we started with a 5-gallon still, and then we went to a 26-gallon still, and then we went to a 100-gallon still.
Yeah, we had what was 100 and something gallon stripping still, and then we had 2 26-gallon finishing stills. We had a 200 something gallon fermenter. We had a 75-gallon stainless steel fermenter.
Oh my god! Like the equipment was insane, and then all of a sudden it was like.
Then we had a mash tun, like a 150-gallon mash.
I don't know.
Cypress wood.
I just know that you need a coaster ASAP.
John, we got you about 4 to 8 of them.
Well, here's the deal, man. For everyone that you can distribute to any other seaman, because I know there's a lot out there.
Yeah.
A lot of seamen in the Navy.
At least 1 million.
Man, I'll send you as many as you want. Pass them out. They have the QR codes on them. Join the conversation. We always do we support the Navy. We support everything you guys do. Layla Salazar's watching. Welcome, Layla. We'll do everything we can to make sure that everything you do in your service is supported. That's what we do here on DadDimes.
Can you do a polling of people? Like, can we get like a thumbs up if people have ever had Pappy before?
Couldn't tell you. I haven't got that.
We're not that advanced.
Maybe next week. I might have to learn how to do that.
He's gonna research it. He's gonna diagnose it, and then that'll be our next one.
I don't have the time, man. I'm trying to figure out all this other stuff. And then I have a garden outside. I'm trying to grow some stuff. Tomatoes.
I've had tomatoes and peppers and everything.
Are you sure those mushrooms I was telling you about? Yeah.
No mushroom. I'm not a mushroom.
Jedi mind
trick. I like this food. These are maybe soon. I know a farmer who owes me. By the way, I'm gonna. Layla still wants her one. Man, how did you screw that up?
Because I'm fucking stupid.
That's not true. Our president of merchandise was out for a few weeks. There was a medical thing going on. She's back. We'll get it ordered. We'll get it taken care of for you.
But my great niece Rayla does need a onesie for DadDimes, and I want to say I apologize personally because I dropped the ball, and
you did this.
Yeah, it's my fault. I'll
take
full responsibility.
Yeah.
I'll be punished.
That's it. We need to go to ratings 1 through 5. So we do neat, chilled, on the rocks. 1 being, if I ever see this again, I'm probably going to turn around and walk out of the bar because you obviously have a shitty taste on whiskey. 5 being, it's on my shelf, and if you come by and you say, "Hey man, do you have anything good?" How good of friends are we?
Yeah.
Like, it's going to have to take like. How long have we been friends? I mean, how many phone calls have I gotten because to pop this thing out?
So we popped this out specifically for it.
I mean, we've
been
waiting.
He would be allowed to be like, waiting. "Hey,
you're in." And by the way, Rob, if you're still watching, we have a little bit of stack for you. You're still in you're still in the group. We have the milliliter set. We'll take care of you.
5 milliliters.
You're in. But I mean, that's how we rate it. We rate it as like 1 as in
shit.
Like you make poor choices.
So 1 is Widow Jane, 5 is closer to George T. Stagg.
Or something else potentially after we do our ratings. So neat in the sniffer. It is room temperature. You pop the bottle because you just got it. You didn't do anything with it. Where are you at?
5.
5 on 5. Aron is going 5.
Going strong.
Yeah, you're starting 5.
With Pappy, I expected a lot. It delivered a lot. For me,
yeah,
I'm a Stag guy.
Well,
I'm going to say this is a 4 point.
It's up there. It's up there.
I have to give it a 4.5 because it is absolutely delicious. I like the burn. It's not a crazy burn, but it's a good burn.
Yeah.
4.5 for me.
I will tell you, I've had Pappy, I think it was the 12 year before.
Did we drink the 12?
It was the 12. I went back, I took a picture of it. Because I was like, you
remember what that
holy shit?
You don't just find it.
Yeah.
I remember. There's some things in life you just like have a mental note of.
Yeah.
God, I cannot believe that guy went with gin. Whatever.
Dumbass.
The 12 year is amazing. I expected the 12 year to taste like the 10 year. I did not expect out of the bottle for the first taste of the 10-year to be like, oh, okay, that's above 100 proof. But afterwards, it mellowed, and then it slowed, and then it was really good. That's a 4.8 in my world. That is one of the closest to the top. The Stag has a really unique taste to it, and I want you to try it depending on where you're at before you leave, because always drink responsibly.
Dark.
You want to make sure that you have the, you want to make sure you get home safe. It's a 4.8.
After party?
After hours. That's when we switch to the cameras underneath the desk, and you take your shoes off. Feet finders.
Feet finders.
That's where we make the money.
Dad Dime Feet Finders. Go find us on feetfinders.com.
Yeah, that's what
That's what pays for the
All right, yeah.
Feet finders. It's all about the toes.
My
Moving
toes
to
are
chilled.
painted lavender right now.
So we have the chilled. We have on the glycerin balls. We're chilling it down. We're not diluting it. It just cools the whiskey. Doesn't dilute the whiskey. What's your rating? Same rating scale.
Yeah, I'm going to go with a 4 on that.
You go from a 5 to a 4. You chill it, and you're going to lose an entire point.
Yeah, because I feel like chilling it kind of numbed a lot of the flavor.
You numbed it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Paul's fucking watching. It's about damn time, Paul.
Fuck you, Paul.
By the way, I don't have a belt sander now that you're on, and I could actually have this conversation. You texted me. I didn't get back to your text because we're live. Sorry. No, I don't have a belt sander. If you need one, though, I can get one. You have the vibrating one. Okay. I can get a belt sander if you need one.
I'll
All
have
right.
to ask my wife if he
Chilled.
can borrow it, but yeah. Chilled. I think it brought out some more flavors.
Okay.
Chilled, I liked it, so I'm gonna raise it slightly higher, 4.6.
4.6. It was 95 today.
It's too hot.
I liked chilled whiskey on hot days. I liked neat whiskey on cold days. You're not going to warm it up, right? You're not going to put it in the microwave.
It makes you feel warm.
I'd be upset if you put it. It warms you up, right? That's the point. Like, warm you up. Like
not a hot toddy whiskey.
Going back to the Titanic, you get drunk before you get in the ocean because your body's warm. That's how the cook survived. That's how the cook survived. He was warm. They have done the research.
I don't think that's
true. Listen,
as the
professor
only licensed
at the University of
as the only licensed EMT, I'm going to agree with you. No longer licensed. That's been expired many years ago.
So if you see someone that's hypothermic, just give them some brandy or something.
Brandy.
Actually, if you're hypothermic,
That's
you
what they
have
put in the
much
dogs'
more of
milk.
a better chance of surviving than if it was like in the desert.
Paul, by the way,
actually
you are
chill
more than
people.
welcome. Come on out. You are always welcome on Dad Dimes.
We got as much Widow Jane for you, Paul, as you want. Man.
It's an open invitation. We'll get you on the next show. All right. It is proven that's the reason why he survived. He was in the water. He had been schnockered. He survived because he was warm. I mean, come on, man.
I thought drinking alcohol lowers your body temperature.
I don't know what world you're thinking. It warms everything up. Like your face
it
gets
feels
red.
It feels warm.
Well, that's all that matters when you're in freezing cold.
Me and Sarah went into the cold plunge when it was negative 17 outside, and that was alcohol induced. And we felt
That's the only
great.
reason why you did it.
All right. If that happened, it must be true.
Exactly. Science.
Paul,
Show me
you're
the
wrong.
data.
Whiskey does help with the cold. Anytime that you
Show
take
me the data.
Jack Daniels, Sinatra, it kills that cold immediately. He's still alive. Well, I don't think he's alive anymore. I mean, it was a while since the
Sinatra?
Titanic. The Titanic cook who was...
None of those people are alive, Justin.
I don't know. Molly Brown died not too long ago, right?
I think
She's
quite
been dead a
ago.
while.
I don't think it was like quite a while. Because we have a museum. I don't know.
No, it was
been a
before.
while.
It was before World War One. What is it like? 19?
World War One.
No.
The
So the Titanic was like
was before.
1917, if I
No,
remember
that's in the
correctly.
middle of World War One. So it was like 1910.
I'm not a
9.
professor in history, dude.
He's a professor
in criminal justice, public safety, intelligence.
World War One
studies,
started in
stuff
1914. It was like 5-10 years before that.
Okay, I wasn't born yet, so I don't know.
We don't
No,
have
it-
our intern.
I wasn't
to
there.
research
I wasn't
it.
there. We don't have our intern. says, I'll teach a first aid class. Talked about this today. It just numbs. Yes, it does numb your senses. And died in 19. She died in 1932. Poor lady.
Damn. A long time ago.
All right, so she's been gone for a while. All right, moving on.
She's been dead a little while.
I'm giving it a 4.8 chill.
Couple years.
Let's move it to the rock. See, we do have our
Wait,
intern.
someone was justifying what I was saying. It just numbs you. It actually doesn't heat you up.
Yeah, it says it numbs. But again, it numbs your senses, so you're not feeling the cold. You're not freezing.
Yeah, so you can die peacefully. But it doesn't.
But he didn't. But he didn't.
He didn't.
He didn't.
He was probably out of the water.
Explain that.
He was not out of the water.
Okay,
He was
this
bobbing in.
isn't
Have you
fucking-
seen the movie
Jack.
Leonardo DiCaprio?
Oh, yeah.
Right? He got dropped in.
Come back.
Jack.
Come back.
Yeah.
Jack.
Come back.
Yeah, don't share the thing that you're sitting on. Don't like hop
Right.
on and hop off. It's bye, Jack. I'll never let
Yep.
go. Just kidding.
Fuck you. Thanks for this
Yep.
necklace.
Which, by the way, she made a terrible mistake. She should have cashed that in the day that she got off the ship, being like, "Hey, man, I just survived this. Now I got some money."
Fuck you,
Right.
Dick.
Did you see that Saturday Night Live clip making fun of that with Bill Paxton? He was hosting that show back in the day.
Yeah.
And she threw the thing in the ocean, and he saw her do it, and he just like beat the shit out of her.
How dare you?
Yeah,
Fuck you.
that's pretty good.
Yeah. I met an astronaut, Walter Cunningham.
Ooh.
It was like
You
that.
got his autograph.
I actually have his autograph. It's a good story for a different Dad Dimes.
Different
but-
Dad
That was in
Dimes.
our previous studio.
Oh,
Yeah, that was in the office studio.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I met him at a wedding, and the person getting married was like, "Listen, he's an Apollo astronaut. He doesn't want to be bothered. He was invited, but I mean, like be chill around him. Like, you know, he doesn't want anyone to come up to him. Like, he's kind of a big deal here in Texas." And I was like, "Okay." So she's off getting married, and I see him on the side, and I'm like, "Hey, man, I just want to tell you, I really appreciate your service to this nation. What you did was a pioneer to everything that we are today. Thank you for everything you did." And then I walked away. And I'm sitting at the table with myself. My wife is out doing pictures and stuff. She was in the wedding. And then he walks over and he's like, "Well, hey, I really appreciate that. I mean, like, do you have any questions about the Apollo missions?" And I was like, "Man, here's the deal. I'm a cop, and I can never write you a speeding ticket. I want you to understand that, because I understand when you're going 15,000 miles an hour, strapped to a Saturn V rocket, nothing will ever feel the same. I get it. Like, you get like a free pass everywhere you go, right?" He's like, "I mean, I have a Corvette, and I've gotten pulled over a few times, but never a ticket." Thanks, Walt.
there you go.
He passed away not too long ago. Really good dude. All right. On the Rocks. It's chilled. It's watered down. We are way over time, but we need to get to this. Let's talk about ranking 1 through 5.
Yeah, on the rocks once it's opened up, and
We're opening it up.
yeah. 6.
It's you can't go beyond
All right,
5.
all right, 5.
5. Okay.
5 plus.
5. Okay. I'll give you a 5 plus. Okay.
5 plus?
I didn't know we could do halvesies. You know, you said 1 through 5. I was going 1, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No, it's 1 through 5.
DJ. Just the
I know.
0.6.
He makes his own rules.
I mean,
And we can go a little bit over because it's a Pappy night. Like, we don't have Pappy nights.
Right.
This is the Pappy night. We
I mean,
go
I
a little
canceled
over.
Joe Rogan for this, so
that's true.
Fuck you, Joe.
just kidding. We love you, Joe. You're always welcome on Dad Times.
Or we're welcome on Joe Rogan Experience.
I mean, if we have to go to Texas, I'm in. Okay.
On ice, I think it's going to go... I like it 4.6.
Okay. So 4.5, 4.6, 4.6. I am going to bring it down to a 4 or 5.
Wow.
Here's my reason. They bottle perfection. You're not meant to change it.
That's true.
I disagree.
I
you're
know
you're not supposed to drink a whiskey at 107 proof neat.
Not according to Pappy. If Pappy wanted you to drink it anything but 107,
That's
they
why
would
they put it. No,
They would
that's why
have.
they put
They
it
would
up
have bottled
there.
it.
They know. That's no. You know, your beloved Jack Daniels used to bottle it at like 86 proof, not 80.
Yeah, and that's where I would drink it.
Yeah, well, no, because they
Whatever
were
they put it in the
expecting
bottle,
you,
I will drink it at.
and then
That's true.
then they had
Me
to
too.
water it down.
So let me tell you a little bit. So with Pappy, it's a great whiskey. If I had a choice, 10-year Pappy Van Winkle, George T. Stagg. I'm picking George T. Stagg.
It has a different
every fucking time.
It has a different flavor profile.
It is so delicious, and that one in particular is 137 proof.
Out the bottle.
Yeah. Out the bottle, and even out
That's
the bottle.
meant to be watered down too.
It's
it's
not.
God,
It is.
God bless you.
After dark, go to Feet Finders. You can find us on there. Aaron's gonna taste it, but
With his toes.
with his toes.
All right. You know what,
Dipping
Dad Dimes?
toes.
We love you all. We went through the Dad Dime of the week. I can't recite it again because
not a
we've had some-
crook.
Which president are you talking about? The current?
Nixon.
Okay. Well,
I mean,
worried.
this one might resign like he did soon. I don't know.
I am not.
That's what I'm a little worried about it.
Speech today.
Well, I didn't watch the speech because
I didn't either.
But I'm slightly worried, and I don't want to get too far in politics because we're finishing the show. To resign to allow someone else to be president for a few months before they actually run for the actual office is a move that has been done before. So
It would be a smart move for them.
yeah, they can hold off. Look, I'm your current president, but
It would give her a leg up.
yeah, it's not gonna be it. All right, Dad
once
Dimes.
again-
Yep.
We love you guys. Thanks for following us. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yep.
We absolutely appreciate it.
Yep.
Don't forget to send those stars, and we will see you next week.
Thank
with
you, Aaron,
Yeah.
for showing
Pretty
up,
cool.
man. We appreciate being
JD,
here.
Justin, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for
I mean,
sharing
it's-
this, Pappy. This is awfully awesome. This is cool.
DJ, not JD, but I mean,
DJ.
whatever, man. I get this.
What did I say?
You said
JD.
Oh, I'm
That-
dyslexic.
Yeah.
Truly.
That's
Sorry,
okay.
DJ.
Pappy.
Jesus Christ.
I
Sorry,
feel
guys.
like I'm not important.
Well,
We
you know
love
what?
him.
That's what happens when you have 3 glasses of Pappy.
That is
Happy.
true. I'll forgive you now.
America. All right, we love you all. Until next time, Dad Dimes, baby.
Later.